Yo, what is up, guys? It's your boy Debo Masimula, and welcome to another exciting episode of Raga Chat with Masimula. It is now time for Super Rugby Unlocked, and boy, do we have a weekend full of games for you. It is the Sharks versus the Lions, the Bulls versus the Griquas, and of course, it is the Cheetahs versus the Pumas. I'm going to be taking a look at these teams, and we're going to see how it goes. Enjoy. So, welcome back, guys. So, obviously, we're going to be taking a look at this first game that's going to be happening this Friday, of course, being the Sharks versus the Lions. Now, I'm going to take a look at both of these teams and, highlight a few players that I think are going to be impact players and why I believe which team is going to win. So, I'm going to start off with the prediction, obviously, and I think that the Sharks are going to win this game. And just the reason why I'm saying that is because I look at this team and I think it's a very powerful team. I look at the likes of Manny Lebok, Cohen Bosch, I look at Lucanio JP Peterson, all those guys coming together. I think, they got such a good setup, and also looking at guys such as your Pepsi Buthelezi, you're looking at your Sanele Nohamba. I think it's going to be a very strong Sharks team. I actually think it is a very strong Sharks team, and I think that this Sharks team is just going to level up that much more, judging on what happened, 2 weeks ago when they faced the Bulls and everything like that. I think that they're just going to be so hyped up for this game. The guys are going to want to prove themselves and they're going to do so much better. When I look at the Lions team, I also think it's a very strong Lions team. When I look at the such of Eve Falyun, I look at guys such as Jumbo Olengo, I look at, the Elton Yankees, I think that team is very strong. I mean, look at Willem Alberts, he's back in the setup, he's back, so it's going to be tight. It's going to be tightly contested, especially when I look at, Willem Alberts and Oxen Chair. I think that's going to be one hell of a match. That's going to be one hell of a battle in the front rows. And I think that it's going to be, it's going to be one of those very, very, very tight games. But I think just the experience that the Sharks have, actually, the experience that the Sharks have and the players that they have there, it's going to be a bit easier for their young players to adapt, to do what they have to do in order for them to get the victory. So I give this game to the Sharks. I think they're going to do good. Nothing against the Lions, but I think that because of everything, looking at the experience of the players, looking at the youth, all that setup come together, I think that the Sharks are going to really do well, and I think they're just going to be a bit too strong for the Lions. It might just be a tight game, but I'll give this game to the Sharks to win. All right, so the second game that I'm going to be talking about is, of course, the Bulls versus the Griquas. Now, this game is going to be very interesting. I think that the Griquas have made so many acquisitions. They bought so many good players. I look at some of the Varsity Cup guys that they bought. I think it's Kasende, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, they've bought him. He's been very, very, very good for Wits. So he's going to be a huge impact. But, I have to honestly give this game to the Bulls because I think the Bulls are a very strong team. I look at the players that they have in their arsenal. They have guys such as Tim Magaba. They have Trevor Nyakane. They have Ivan van Sale. So it's a very strong team. I like the youth that they got on the bench. Guys such as Elrich Low. So it's going to be a very good game. I think the reason why I'm going to give this match to the Bulls, of course, is because of the fact that the Griquas are really good when it comes to Super Sport Challenge, Curry Cup and all those games. They're very good, but because of the fact that the lockdown happened and they haven't been able to play a lot of games, it's going to be a bit of a disadvantage for them, because you look at the bigger teams such as your Bulls, your Cheetahs, your Sharks, your Lions. These guys have had games under their belt and they've done something. So for them, it's going to be a bit tough. Maybe when you get to week 3, week 4, then they're going to start picking up. But yeah, I have to definitely give this game to the Bulls. I think that the Bulls and the experience that they have and the players that they have, it's going to be very, very tough for the Griquas side to handle the Bulls. So yeah, I'll definitely have to give the game to the Bulls. I think that they'll just be too strong on the day. All right, the third and final game that I'm going to be looking at is, of course, the Cheetahs versus the Pumas. I think this game is going to be very, very, very tight. Even though I am going to give it to the Cheetahs, of course. The reason why I have to give it to the Cheetahs is because when I look at this Cheetahs team, I think to myself, this has a little bit of youth. It has a little bit of experience. So it's a very, very good team. I mean, I look at Ruan Pino, Springbok. I look at Luan de Bruin, Springbok. He just played that game where the green versus the gold, and he came off with a victory. I look at Junior Pokomela as well, Springbok. You look at Franz Steyn, Springbok. It's a very, very, very strong Cheetahs team. I think this Cheetahs team is going to do absolutely amazing. I think they're going to be one of the teams to watch out for in this, Super Rugby Unlocked competition. I think that they do so well. And yeah, I have to give it to them. I think that they're going to do so well in this game. And not anything against the Pumas, but the same reason that I had for the Griquas not winning the game is the same reason that I'm going to give for the Pumas to not win this game, because of the fact that, they haven't had that many games to play. Maybe they might have had a bit of warm-ups here and there, but it's not the same as when you're playing a full match. So I have to give this game to the Cheetahs. I'm looking forward to what they can do. They've been training for a while now, so it's going to be interesting and exciting to see what these guys can bring to the park, and it's going to be an absolutely fantastic game. I can't wait for this weekend. I think the games that are going to be played this weekend are going to be absolutely fire. It's going to be cracking, and yeah, I can't wait. I hope you guys are going to be watching, and yeah, I'll see you again on Monday when we check how these teams did, and I hope you guys enjoy the weekend and stay safe. Cheers.